giant wave, yeah. I don't know how to call it.
Well, I think tsunami is Japanese for giant wave, so.
Yeah.
But who knows what the usage is.
Like in the Bible, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on attempting to survive the giant wave by being intentionally submerged in a moderately reinforced, airtight polyethylene water tank and floating to the top. Basically a family-sized Niagara Falls barrel. Are any of your peers planning airtight corks, and what are the risks and prospects?
Yes. So I put on my website that I live in Belgium, and we make unsinkable boats here. So in the beginning, people were interested in the plan of an unsinkable boat, but then they read my book that you don't know where you will land with a boat because there is no GPS system. You can't know where the stars are because of the Earth crust light. You don't know your longitude. You don't know your latitude. You first need to make complete other calculations. And most of the people that first choose the option from an unsinkable boat, or it's the same like what you want, they backed off and they say, well, we have a much better chance in surviving in a high mountain, and we will go for the high mountain. One of the reasons of that is also you don't have survival material with you. How are you going to survive if you don't have survival material? You need at least for 3 to 5 years of food. You need 20 pairs of shoes. You need clothes. You need and so on and so on. So you can only place that in a high mountain, because in an unsinkable boat is a small amount of place. You can survive with 4 people, but there is only a minor place for survival material. That concerns a lot of people.
Thank you.
Thank you. Diane, did you have a follow-up?
Yes, please. I just wanted to ask regards to his statement about Africa. We've seen a lot of stuff in the media and from geologists about the rift opening up. How does that fit in with your suggestion of Africa?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a risk, of course, but you have the same risk everywhere. Talk about Yellowstone Park. If Yellowstone Park explodes, 50% of the United States is gone. And then you have a supervolcano in the Bay of Naples in Italy. So if that goes, everything around 1,000 kilometers is gone also. And then you have a supervolcano, Toba in Indonesia. You can see it on the Discovery Channel, that went off 70,000 years ago and nearly wiped out all human people on the whole world. So the problems are everywhere. And that is the reason why I say that we need to have survival places on as much places as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lua, you have a question?
Yes, Patrick, I understood from one of the interviews that I watched that you are recruiting people to join your survival community with an investment of something in the neighborhood of $50,000.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what this buys an investor? Does it buy just the survival pod, or does it include a supply of food and supplies?
We want 3 to 5 years food for each person, and also the things to restart the civilization. Like we need to buy for tens of thousands of dollars of books. If everything from computers is wiped out, you need to know the basics of mathematics, of chemistry, of surgery, and so on. And the only thing that you can that we can have them is in books. So you need for tens of thousands of dollars of books, and then saws, and you can make it. The list is on my website. So we have a huge list from more than 400 items that we will have them for all the people that buy in it.
Oh.
And also the survival bunker and all the rest. So it's cheap, because if you buy a house in Belgium, a house is now, you can have it for $400,000, a medium house in Belgium. So.
Well, I also understood from the interview that you're not letting people know where they're going, not even those who've invested. Is this true?
No. We can have people that, first we need to know, are you okay for the community? Do you have skills that are okay for us? Because we need to restart from scratch. So we need builders, we need people that can make, we need dentists, we need surgery, and so on. We don't need lawyers. We can't do anything with lawyers. We don't need journalists. We can't do anything with journalists. You understand? We need people that, you can be a journalist or you can be a lawyer, and then if you do agriculture, then it's okay, of course. But we need people that can do something. You have to fill in the form, and if we see that you can do something, and then you have to show your skills, then it's okay that you can work with us, of course.
Okay, well, the question I meant was, do the people that you have recruited that have invested, do they know where they are going? I can understand why you would not want to announce to the world where your community is, but do the people that have invested know where they are going?
Yes, they know where they are going.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what are the plans?
It will be the Southern Europe. So.
Oh, okay. So what are your plans for the rest of your life following the pole shift in terms of survival with a community of people? Are you planning an agricultural society, a hunter-gatherer society, a pastoral nomadic society? Is it a society based on meat eating or veganism? Are you including children in the planning? How about pets, livestock, animals?
No, not too fast, not too fast.
Okay. What, do you want
there are a lot of people that, one moment, you can ask, you can re-ask after my reply. So we have a lot of people that want pets. But pets need a lot of food. You know, a dog needs the same amount of food like a human being. And in the first years after the cataclysm, there will be no sun for maybe 30 years, so there won't be a lot of food to eat. So I can't allow that many pets in the beginning. Mm-hmm. That's a very important question because a lot of people ask that. There are people that want to come with 5 dogs and 20 cats and so on. We need chicken, we need horses, we need mules. That is important, but not dogs and cats. We need them, of course, but not in the amount that the people want it to come. Of course, if you say, look, here is $1 million and I want 5 dogs, then we say yes. But
are you planning basically? Are you planning an agriculture society, hunter-gatherer society?
Yes, no hunting society. We are basing agriculture society with a lot of fruits and vegetables. I wrote in Dutch 4 books about it. Normally, you can't have cancer nor heart attacks and all the other diseases if you follow a diet from carbohydrates, a lot of fruits and vegetables, and that is what we hope to do. I think that is the best survivable. There was in the Second World War in Denmark, there was a professor, and there was not enough food. And he stated, we have to kill all animals because we give too much food on our animals. And they did that so in Denmark, and the rate of cancer and heart attacks dropped dramatically. Everybody became fitter, and there was enough food for everybody. You can find it on the internet. To 1 kilo of meat, you need several kilos of grains. But it's better to eat the grains. You can feed a lot of more people. And in the first years of the cataclysm, that is, that will be the basic principle. We need food. We can't have a lot of animals, only a small amount of animals, and so we need. That is the basic for survival.
Are you including children?
Yes, we have a lot of children in our survival group. Many people with young children are in the survival group.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, again, for listeners, Patrick has more information on his site at howtosurvive2012.com. Patrick, in your previous interviews, particularly Project Camelot, you doubted that governments would know about 2012. Since then, with NASA building a doomsday seed vault, George Lucas even telling an actor to watch out for 2012, among others, as well as George, you're noting that the Australian government is spending $40 billion on projects for once in a 10,000-year flood, like the Noah stories. Do you still think that some governments are not or are aware of 2012?
Well, if they are aware of 2012, they are not with the right theory, because if you build bunkers on a low ground, they will be destroyed by the earthquakes and the electromagnetic pulse, so the people that are in it won't survive. The only possibility that you have is high in the mountains. You can survive in small caves that are where the air can go out. Then you can survive there, but in bunkers, that's another question. Especially if you have to open them with electricity or other things because of the earthquakes, I don't think that will be possible. So, for me, the governments, they may know it, but they are not acting very clever.
Okay, thank you. Patrick, dreams can sometimes provide premonitions of the future. We heard about your dream about 2012 and saw the pictures you drew from the documentary War of the World on Madriat.
Yeah.
Can you describe or explain more what you saw in your dreams about 2012, please?
I was standing on the shore of the sea, and then I saw the sun getting brighter, let us say, and the movement of the earth started, and everything went just under away. But I had several dreams when I was very young. You can find them, I think, on my website. I had dreams from huge explosions on the sun. And I always expected that something big was going to happen with the sun in not too far away future. And because of that intense dream, I knew that once I found the relationship with the sunspot cycle theory, that my dream was there for a special reason. And the reason is that I have to warn as many people as possible to try to survive the coming happenings.
Thank you, Patrick. Lua, you have a question?
Yes. Patrick, were you consulted about the movie 2012 and